Yo, what is up guys? Joey's Gaming here, and today we're back with another video, or back with another build video, and we're updating Bloodsoaked Moze. Now, before anything, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to a few friends over in Discord, Baby Peeps, or Peep in our Discord. It's been a huge help with this build. Batcant Man been a huge help. Comp as well. Like a lot of people from our Discord really been helping me out with getting the gear for the build, and I cannot thank them enough for letting me update this incredible build. I don't want to be like up on my high horse to say like this is the most versatile build. I absolutely think, without a doubt, this is the most versatile build you can do on Moze, mainly because of one thing, and that is because of the blood layer we use. Still rocking the level 61 that we got from the last build. I still rock a lot of level 60 or 57 items in the build. Weapons though are all updated to level 65. Most shields as well, so you'll be good on that. I won't have to look for much if I drop you the build. I just can't get the blood layers and relics to drop. They're really hard to get, especially to get the right rolls. Yeah, but we still got the same blood layer with 2 in Thin Red Line. Now, in our skill trees, we also have 3 in Thin Red Line, and that gives us the Deathless effect. So we can basically use any shield, any relic, or any gun that has URAD or ASE Splash on it. We can use that for the build. Now, this build is insane. I'm going to go run the true takedown, and let you guys know it's a lot of damage. Now, one thing to keep in mind is, since this build is very diverse, I have a lot of weapons, I have a lot of artifacts, I have a lot of things, but they're mostly situational. Some things are situational, like I have my tracker on, but I have some P-nades as well, because these nades are more for bossing, you know, like one-on-one bossing, farming, whatever. So I put them on because you don't really need to heal when you're bossing or you're doing so much damage that what heals you, it doesn't matter really. You don't need healing when you're bossing, unless your fight is very long, but your fight is not very long because you're doing so much damage. So yeah, let's go over the gear. So the main weapon I like to use, especially when mobbing, is the Plague Bearer. Now, Plague Bearer is a well-known rocket launcher from AM10. It's basically a Scourge and Lump on crack. They do a lot of damage. Sorry about that. Do a ton of damage, and with the URAD Anoint, they do even more damage, and they destroy everything. You can use them for bossing. They can one-shot bosses in certain situations, and they have one projectile which splits into more, which in this build I'll explain what this means and everything. Basically, if you have the less projectiles that are stated on the card, the more you'd want to use the O.M shield over the one-charter shield. Now, for something like Plague Bearer, the O.M is better, because that, I think it's 70% or something like that, amp, for the one that the O.M is going to get applied to every single little projectile. And it'll also get applied to that huge rocket that you shoot out. That rocket deals an insane amount of damage, and honestly, you can basically direct impact any enemy in the game, and they pretty much get one-shotted. When you're mobbing, though, the O.M does, I've noticed that it does lack a little bit of mobbing potential, I do prefer the one-shotter for mobbing. Main reason is because the one-shotter has low capacity, so getting to that full shield is faster. The recharge delay is so quick, and honestly, with all of Moses' skill trees, and one-shotter is just very good for mobbing. But, as I said, version .m is the best for single projectile weapons. Now, for something like the Prompter and Critical, which is also another weapon that I really enjoy using, it has a ×4 projectile. You can find some ×3 projectiles, which may be better for you if you want to sustain its ammo, but I don't care about sustaining my ammo. I just care about damage, so that ×4 is really nice. This works a little bit worse with the Odanim since the because of the ×4 projectiles, the amp gets split between all those projectiles, so it still gives you the same amp, just not per projectile, which is unfortunate. But Prompt Critical does not need that. I am going to tell you guys, this gun, when put in sticky mode and put in a mobbing situation, is insane. You can clear enemies in one shot. Like, you can shoot one enemy, one sticky round, kill that enemy, and also because of its effect that increase the damage and radius of the explosions, you can chain that to other enemies and they die so fast. It's actually pretty insane. This is a good mobbing gun as well as the Plague Bearer. I'd say Plague Bearer is better though, because, you know, it's the Plague Bearer. But yeah, Prompt Critical, amazing weapon. Backburner, amazing bossing weapon. The projectile splits into like a bunch of other projectiles. Though I would not recommend this for Guardian Takedown. I don't know why, but the projectiles get split even further, which you lose some damage. So I'd say Plague Bearer for Guardian Takedown. Definitely just use that. Backburner is more for high gravity or like places that don't have a low gravity. We also have the good old Chaosins. These do lots of damage. Just nice. We have a rebound. I haven't found a good ×3 one or ×2 one, but it still shreds. It's a very fun weapon, so I included it on the build. We have an OPQ system, still works. OPQ is the OPQ. It is insane. Does so much damage. You've seen it on my nuclear fallout flag build, probably. If not, go check that build out. Insane flak DPS. But yeah, the OPQ is insane. Still works. Now we also have the Major Kong. This launcher is, when it works, when you can shoot at enemies' crit spots, you can one-shot most enemies in the games. Grave Ward can be one-shotted with this. I haven't done it because I haven't really tried it. But I know some people have sent me clips of Major Kong one-shotting Grave Ward, so I did put it on build. It one-shots pretty much any boss you want. Backburners again, we have all elements. Plague Bearers, we have all elements. Sandogs, these are very good for both mobbing and bossing. Now, for mobbing, it consumes a little bit too much ammo. I'd say it's mostly a bossing weapon, but I still do kind of like it for mobbing as well. Those tougher enemies, you can just pop a few shots into their crit spots, and they just disappear. So, yeah. We also have a Headsplosion. Now, this with Overkill is kind of insane. You can one-shot mobs. Since its recent buff, it got even better. But yeah, it's just insane. We have some more O.Ms. We have an Old God, because Old God is insane. It's a good rad damage bonus. If you want to boost that rad damage to max, you can put that on as long as our Atom Bomb. Now, we do have some Big Boom Blasters. I have all 3 main ASCs. For one-shotters, I do not have Incendiary ASC, sorry, but I have Cryo, at least. But Big Boom Blasters are very survivable shields. The boosters that they drop heal 60% of your shield, and it takes into account your whole shield. It doesn't take account the shield's listed amount of capacity. It's really your overall shield. So when you do get a booster, it fills you up so much that you pretty much never die. Uh, well, you can still die because enemies do M10 damage, so it's pretty hard to survive. Though you won't have a lot of problems with survivability on this build, even with like one-shotters, like boom blasters. I haven't gone down by anything else that's Cagdin on myself or barrels, because barrels are barrels. Now again, P-nades, bossing. We got the pearl. We can put the pearl on because we have 5 in thin red line. This will help any weapon that has high fire rate and spits out a lot of projectiles, like the prompt critical, could get boosted by this, the Chaosen, the rebound. I honestly prefer my victory rushes over the pearl, but some people absolutely love the pearl, so I did put it on the save. Now I went over a weapon real quick, face puncher. Now we all know what the face puncher got its huge buff with the melee scaling and everything. Got 390%, 300 over 90%, times 14 face puncher, and this is for your insane bossing. I hit for 200 million damage or something like that earlier with the knife drain stack charge. Yeah, pretty insane. Pretty insane, I have to say. So we do have a knife drain white elephant. Now, why did I take a knife drain? You can basically put a P-nade on, and then a one-shotter shield, and have 2 ASEs, and then jump in Iron Bear and jump out, and you'll get 2 ASEs on top of the white elephant, which does like a ton of damage. You can you can 2-shot Gravewort. 2 ticks of health, and he's gone. Melee is insane for bossing, and the knife drain part helps you for mobbing. Just have to shoot once, and you're back to full. So yeah, I did put it on. I did put an Unleash the Dragon because that's kind of cool to use. As long as your first hit from your face puncher is over that 300% HP. The Unleash the Dragon effect of like burn damage being insane is just going to get boosted by the 300%, and you're basically going to have a lot of damage, a lot of dot damage, and it's kind of insane. It's kind of insane. Now we also have a Snowdrift Vic Rush because Snowdrift and Vic Rush it's a staple. Now what I rock is a Snowdrift, no, not a Snowdrift, a Atom Bomb Victory Rush. Now the Atom Bomb boosts your radiation damage and its radius. So basically, it is just recycling that kind of Radsplosion. Again, with the Prompt Critical, it's insane. Let me just show you real quick in a moment. But for now, let's go over our skill tree. Let's go over the Shield of Retribution skill tree first. Now we have 5 out of 5 Armored Infantry, gun damage, damage reduction, no-brainer for Deathless build. Next up, we have 3 on Vladof Ingenuity. This is for just max shields, recharge rate, and shock damage resistance. We basically need those 3 points to move down the skill tree, so we pick them because we don't need those 2 skills. You can put 1 point in Security Bear if you want to use Iron Bear a lot. I just use them for Auto Bear, basically. Now, we also have Thin Red Line. Now, I explained it earlier. Thin Red Line is very good for its 100% max shields reserved to max health reserved to shields. That's going to basically be a Deathless as a skill. So, you can use whatever. Now, next up, Drowning Brass. Gun damage, a little bit less fire rate, but we don't care. We don't need fire rate. We do so much damage that we don't care. So yeah, no-brainer. Experimental munitions. Sorry about that. Bonus incendiary damage on critical hits. It's just some more damage. That's something that's very that's very reoccurring with this build is damage. Uh, Desperate Measures again more damage, and Phalanx Doctrine. You do not need 7 points in Phalanx Doctrine with your class mod. 5 is just enough. You'll at one point you'll still get diminishing returns starting with Phalanx if you get too many kills, aka 30 stacks, but that's very hard to get. Uh, but yeah, 5 points is just enough. You can move some points around. I personally prefer this way of going in the red tree. Now, for the green tree, we basically added a point in Scrappy and a point in Russian Offensive. We have Cloud Live for that ammo sustain, as well as redistribution for also that ammo sustain. And Stoke the Embers is gonna boost Fire in the Skagden, and we all know Fire Skagden is crazy and does too much damage, but we love it. It's damage. So yeah, that life steal is going to help us. You can just shoot a Plague Bearer shot and try to start running, and your shield is going to get back to full pretty much instantly. It's very very useful to get that amp shot over and over and over again. If you don't get shot before you shoot your Plague Bearer shot, you'll do so much damage. It's actually very insane. Now, for the Demolition Woman tree, we have Skagden, no brainer. We have 1 point in Grizzled. That's enough for cooldown. You'll get kills so fast that you do not care about more points in Grizzled, and points in Stillness Stillbearer are going to be better than having some points into Grizzled and then some in Vampire. Now, why SSB? SSB is boosting Fire into Skagden as of now. And yeah, kind of crazy. Skagden is just getting boosted by a lot of things, and it does tons of damage. We also have Torque Cross Promotion. Now, this is extra splash damage, but at the same time, you have a 15% chance to double your splash damage radius, which for the prompt critical is insane. But for most of anything else, probably go down by your own shots because splash damage is insane. If you want to use a Scoville, get those 5 points out of here. You would not care about that splash damage bonus. It already does insane amounts of damage. But put those points elsewhere because you'll just kill yourself with the double splash damage radius. Now we have Means of Destruction. It's a no-brainer. Just ammo sustain and grenade sustain. And we have 1 point Auto Bear because Auto Bear does a lot of damage, and you can just have it aggro enemies in the Guardian Takedown and do your crystals just fine, just shooting your Plague Bearer shots and killing everything in your path. Now we have 3 points at Pull the Holy Pin. I know this is a little bit overkill for a CMT. 1 point could be enough, but I like my 3 points in there, and only having 2 points of Vampire. It really doesn't matter. You'll still, with 1, 2, or 3 points, you'll still get your ammo back pretty much just as fast. I just don't mind having less points than Vampire, honestly. Vampire is going to be healing from grenade damage. That could be TDR chucks as well. Your TDR chucks could heal you if you use TDRs. So there's that. We have 1 point to the last. Now to the last allows you to keep your Guardian Ring. Let me pull it over. Too Angry to Die. I think it's over here. Yeah, Too Angry to Die. Basically, you throw a tracker and it hits a bunch of times, and when you're in Fight for Your Life, you pretty much never use your fight for your life time or something. But it's just a quality of life perk. So put 1 point there, and then Short Fuse because Short Fuse is Short Fuse. Gets mayhem scaling, gets a whole bunch of other scalings, and it applies Skagden. So yeah, that was the skill tree. Now as far as Guardian Ring go, I only don't have Hollow Point and Dead Man Walking. That's basically it. I have everything else. I have my bonus stats on. And for main modifiers, Speed Demon for movement speed, Healing Avenger, it does nothing for the build. Ticked off, we don't care. We just do so much damage that we don't care having less dot damage. And Postmortem, they can kill you, but we can kill them as well, so we don't care. Let's go over a true takedown. I'll only go up to the Valkyries, but don't, trust me, you can do the whole takedown and true takedown, and it's a breeze. It's very easy and actually very fun. I'm quite enjoying this build. I'll just see if I have everything correct. Corrosive and weapon damage. Yeah, okay. Alright, now they shot my shield, so no amp, but we still do a lot of damage, so we don't care. Let's get that crit spot for the extra damage. Let's pull up the Plague Bearer. Now someone shot my shield. I don't like you anymore, Mr. Guy that shoots shield. Now I'll switch over real quick. I have the wrong things. For my Iron Bear, you can use Vanquisher rocket pods with nukes that completely destroys everything. You can use whatever you want, basically, that's available. You can move some points around and get exploding bullets for your miniguns. That's fine, you'll still do insane amounts of damage. I just prefer it this way. And as you can see, you pretty much get one-shotted. And your shield never really goes down all that much. Now this guy needs another little Plague Bearer shot to get killed. Yeah, there you go. Some nice damage, that's what I like to see. Amp shot is going to kill everything. Yep, here you go. Everything's dead. Let's kill this guy. Oh, right there I went down, and Odonim's special effect is when you have your shield broken, you'll basically have an amp circle on the ground that's going to boost your damage by the amp damage that the Odonim gives you. And right there, we went down. I usually don't go down there, but you can, if you have your amp shot ready, you can one-shot Kraken, which is pretty good. I mean, it's damage, so yeah. Alright, so we maxed out our HP. This guy wanted a little treat, but nah. So, alright, we'll just nuke these guys. That pretty much one-shots their face. Yep, there you go. We're gonna have shields left, but we literally don't care. Amp shot. And just see. Yep. Yep. Yep, they pretty much died. Yep. Like, trust me, this build can do any content game. It's easy mode, and it's very fun as well. That's one thing I absolutely love about the build, is that it's fun to play like this. I don't know why. Like, I just like modes in general right now. Let's kill this guy. Let's get Melee Boy up in here. And just a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. Alright. These guys. Don't even need to reload. I don't even know why I'm reloading. And, yep, there you go. Oh, hey, Death. Don't care about you. There's a whole bunch of enemies. There's not anymore. It's quite insane. And you can also kill yourself, but that's fine. Because you get back up so quick. It's insane. Shoot your amp shot, you just want them, watch them die. Boom. In non-true takedown, one amp shot is just enough to take care of all three of them. Look. Yep, there you go. So yeah, as I kill myself, if you guys enjoyed the build, Make sure to leave a like. I really enjoyed the build, and honestly, if you guys are on the PS4 and you'd like the build, whenever I am up, whenever you see me online, just DM me. I'll drop it for you. Like, I honestly don't mind. This build is so fun. So yeah, if you want to see more content, I've got a lot of videos up on the channel, lots of builds, lots of fun stuff. If you want to see more content in the future, do be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell, because YouTube is weird with its subscriptions. So yeah, and it's been Joey's Gaming, and I'm out. Bye guys.